Man offers free dad hugs at Pride Parade and says the positive response is humbling but sad. A Pennsylvania father wearing a free dad hugs shirt at his local Pride Parade never would have thought that his small act of giving strangers hugs would leave such a large impact on the world. On Sunday, Scott Howie Dittman tagged along to the Pittsburgh Pride Parade with his friend Dana Hayes, who was attending with an organization that advocates for LGBTQ equality and gives out hugs at Pride events. Speaking to People, Dittman says he decided to attend and wear a free dad hugs shirt because he believed that dad hugs might be even more needed, and it turns out he was right. While there, the friends gave out hundreds of hugs to parade attendees, but it was Dittman's shirt that particularly resonated with many, as attendees approached him throughout the day with smiles, tears, and heartbreaking stories to share. After the emotional encounters, Dittman, a father of two, tells People that he came home to his wife to tell her about the amazing event, but had trouble grasping the fact that so many parents had abandoned their kids because of who they loved. It was amazing, and I am really pissed off. I am not okay. They have to build a new structure when they're missing the very foundation of what is supposed to be their support system, Dittman adds. That anger soon developed into inspiration, and Dittman, who volunteers with a local charitable organization called, posted about on his Facebook in hopes to make a difference in his community. In a powerful side-by-side photo, Dittman was captured in an embrace with two people, one man in his 50s and one woman in her early 20s. Dittman says the young woman noticed his shirt from across the street and went out of her way to seek him out. I turned around and this young woman was standing there in front of me with tears in her eyes, he explains, adding on Facebook that she had a look of sadness and helplessness that they'll never forget. She just threw her arms around me and started thanking me, he tells People. She was having a blast with that hug. Dittman says he truly began to understand the impact of his shirt that day. That's when I started realizing this is more than just coming down here and sharing smiles and hugs, he explains. Some of these individuals. Later during the parade, Dittman crossed paths with the man who revealed that his parents kicked him out of the house when he was 19. The other gentleman, on Facebook, the father of two, added that during their hug, he felt a tiny bit of that pain that he carries with him every minute of every day. At the end of his post, Dittman also encouraged any parents who followed him to be more mindful about abandoning their children. Imagine that, parents. Imagine that Since opening up about his experience, Dittman tells People that his post has gone viral and thousands of users from across the world have reached out to him on social media. Some of them have shared their own stories of abandonment, while others have told him that they were suicidal and his post inspired them to keep living. Dittman says it's humbling, but it's sad, he explains of the impact. It's sad that that's what makes me so angry and makes me so sad, is that they're in that situation in the first place, he continues. As happy as I am that these individuals are now going to press on and families are being reunited, the sheer number of them that were destroyed in the first place is inexcusable, Dittman adds. I don't understand. And while he hopes that this will continue to move forward, Dittman wants to stress to parents that even those children who seem fine on the exterior now are still in need of their foundational support system. They might think that the child has moved on and is fine without them if they're even keeping tabs on them from a distance, he says. They're not okay. That relationship is so meaningful, no matter how broken it is, he adds. It's never too late. Related video: meet the 13-year-old who threw her hometown's first Pride Parade by today.
Raindrop, truck top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park,